Hi there, today we're going to be making a super simple clean eating bowl. It's very similar to my other clean eating bowls that I've done before, but it is delicious. It is easy to make, and it's perfect for any time of the day. It's kind of a dark blue color, and it's really cool. I love how it turned out, while that's processing. Let's get started on our chicken. To prepare the chicken, I'm just going to cube it. I have some cherry tomatoes here, and I'm just going to cut them in half. Grab a steamer basket and add your broccoli, and then add water to the bottom of your pot. Bring it to a boil, and then place your steamer basket inside. Cover it and steam for 10 minutes or until your broccoli is tender. Once it's done, transfer it to a plate and then set it to the side. Fruit adds a nice sweetness to the salad, and it's also a great source of vitamins and minerals. Crispy chickpeas are a great source of fiber, protein, and iron, and they're also very easy to make. All you have to do is drain and rinse a can of chickpeas, then toss them in a little bit of olive oil and your favorite seasonings. I like to add paprika, cumin, and chili powder. Then you're going to spread them out on a baking sheet and bake them in a preheated oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes or until they re-crispy. My favorite fruits to add to my salad are berries. It's all about adding the ingredients that you love and that make you happy. There's just a few guidelines that I like to follow. First, I like to make sure that my bowl is colorful. So that way I know that I'm getting a variety of nutrients. Second, I like to make sure that my bowl has a balance of protein, healthy fats, complex carbohydrates, and fiber. And third, I like to make sure that my bowl is filling and satisfying. This is why I love to add toppings like nuts and seeds and crispy chickpeas. They help to fill me up and keep me satisfied. Berries are high in antioxidants, and they're also a great source of fiber and vitamins. It's really colorful and it's packed with nutrients, and it's also super simple to make. It's perfect for any time of the day. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I think you're gonna love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and follow me on social media. Bye guys. Mango is high in vitamins A, B, and C, and it's also a good source of fiber. You can add as many or as little fruits as you want. Since they're small tomatoes, you don't really have to cut them too much. Just a quick little cut, and then you're good to go. The best part about this clean eating bowl is that you can add whatever you want on top. One of my favorite toppings is nuts and seeds. They add a nice crunch, and they're also a great source of healthy fats. My favorite seeds to add to my salad are hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are a complete protein, which means they contain all 9 essential amino acids. They're also high in fiber, iron, and magnesium. For this salad, I'm adding in about 2 tablespoons. Nuts are another great topping. Almonds are high in vitamin E, and they're also a great source of fiber and protein. Walnuts are high in omega-3 fatty acids, and they're also a good source of antioxidants. Pistachios are high in fiber, protein, and healthy fats. You can add as many or as little nuts or seeds as you want. We're also going to need our lemons. I have 2 lemons here. You only need 1 lemon, but I'm going to juice both of them just to make it easier. If you need more or less lemon juice, you can add it later. But I like to add quite a bit in. I'm also going to add in the zest from these lemons. Lemon zest adds a really nice bright flavor, and it's totally optional. But I love to add it in when I can. So after you've juiced your lemon, you can either squeeze the lemons to get the extra juice out, or you can use a citrus juicer. Once you've gotten all the juice out, cut your lemon into wedges and set those to the side for later. I have already cooked my chicken, so all I'm doing is cutting it up. But if you need instructions on how to cook your chicken, check out the description below. On top of the quinoa, add your cubed chicken breast. Next, add your broccoli, followed by your tomatoes. On top of that, add your avocado slices. And then add your lemon wedges. And last, add a few cilantro leaves. This is completely optional, but if you have cilantro, I highly recommend adding it. It adds a really nice fresh flavor. Once that's done, set it to the side. Now this recipe is going to be on my blog. You can find all of my recipes there. Let's get started. First things first, grab your food processor. In the bowl of your food processor, add 1/2 of an avocado and then blend that until it's nice and creamy. We're going to use this as our dressing for the salad. If you want to use a different type of oil, feel free to do so. But I'm using olive oil. I'm adding 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm also adding in 2 cloves of garlic, and then I'm seasoning it with salt and pepper. So if you need more or less salt and pepper, you can add it right now. And then I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar. This will help brighten up the flavor of this salad. And then finally, I'm adding in the lemon juice from 1 large lime or the juice from 2 smaller limes. Once that's combined, go ahead and pour that into your bowl. Now I have a really fun bowl for today's video. Now we're going to work on our broccoli. I have about 1/2 of a head of broccoli here. I'm going to cut off the ends, flip it over, and then cut the other end. Quinoa is a complete protein, meaning it has all 9 essential amino acids. It cooks very similarly to rice, and it's also gluten-free, so it's perfect for those who are gluten sensitive, or for those who are trying to live a gluten-free lifestyle. It's high in fiber and it has a good amount of iron. Today I'm cooking mine according to the package instructions. You want to rinse your quinoa first, and then add your rinsed quinoa into your pot. Add 1 and 2 cups of water, and then bring that to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, turn it down to a low heat, and then cover it and let it simmer for 15 minutes or until all the water is absorbed. Once it's done, fluff it with a fork and then set it to the side. Then cut each of the broccoli into florets. And by cutting them in half again, they're a lot easier to steam. I like to cut them into small pieces because then they're easier to eat. So once you've done that, set them to the side. We'll use those later. Now, let's get our quinoa together. Well, that's cooking. Let's get our tomatoes together. Alright, our quinoa should be done by now. Fluff it with a fork and then set it to the side. Now let's get our broccoli together. Now let's assemble our bowl. Add your quinoa to the bottom of your bowl. Now let's talk toppings. Another one of my favorite toppings is fruit. And the last topping that I want to share with you is crispy chickpeas. As you can see, there's no right or wrong way to make a clean eating bowl. I hope you enjoyed today's clean eating bowl. I had so much fun putting this one together.